I'm not bothering with my ring light today, so be a little darker. Chunsoft and Enix. I wanted to get to 10 hours last time, but okay. Inside Torneko's house. Ooh. Yeah, they're slightly off. Oh well. Yeah. All right. So we gotta get through the Toro ruins. Do you want to come to the cave with me? 'Cause sure. Okay, so I need to get up to 50k. So we can bring 5 items into the Toro ruins, but like I don't really have 5 good items. We used our items already. I've got no money, so I won't be able to heal. So with these early levels, I feel like it's important to, kill everything, explore as much as possible, because like I need to level up a decent amount before we really start going. Stupid phantom. Like being level 3 is great this early, so one more room. Itemizer. What the hell does an itemizer do? Transforms a monster into an item. How's it going, Cedric? Sweet, level 4. Hell yeah. We got no decent... I mean, the itemizer's fine, but, like, I got no weapons or anything, so... Technically, yes, but also technically no. Our challenge is not necessarily just beginning. You can see one of the tabs on our document there shows where we got to previously. I am restarting our challenge because of Twitch's VOD rules. Hence the Redux. We are redoing it. I did get 260 games in last time, so, you know. Yes, yes indeed, because as an archival challenge, what's the point of it if all my archives are gone? So... I think I have like the first 10 to 20 games still saved, like, because when I was first starting the challenge, I did upload them to YouTube, and then at some point it got annoying to push them all to YouTube, so I stopped. I was like, oh, Twitch will be fine to host all this stuff. And then 4 years later, Twitch is like, yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. So yeah, I think it was Theme Park. Theme Park was the last game I think I uploaded any of the videos to YouTube. Everything else I just was like, yeah, whatever. Let's start over. That was the thing. Like, if they rolled it out in a better way, I could have probably figured out a way to work it out. But because they were like, oh yeah, by the way, you can't create new highlights. Basically your channel's gonna be frozen until you figure out your storage situation. I was like, you know what? That's stupid. I'm just gonna restart. I'm just gonna move my Dreamcast stuff. Cause I was gonna restart my Dreamcast challenge, but like the thing with my Dreamcast challenge is I really want to do it in release order. So I don't want to have to go back and replay the same games I've already replayed in the same order. So I was like, no, I'll just move all my Dreamcast stuff, and we'll pick it back up when I'm ready at Soul Fighter. You know, like that's the terrible game that we're stuck on now. With the PS1, there were enough games that I wanted to go back and revisit anyway. You know, because I didn't feel like I beat them properly, or, you know, for whatever reason. Like, there were reasons I wanted to go back. And I've mentioned it before on stream. It's just like in college when I would screw up an essay, like if I wrote a sentence wrong, like I was just as likely to delete the entire essay and start over than to just like delete the sentence. I've always been a slash and burn kind of like, oh, something went wrong. Let's just start it back from the beginning. Like, I love strategy and sim games. I restart them all the time because something will, you know, something starts to go around. Like, yeah, well, let's just, you know. So I've played the beginning of games so many times. Seeing the end of games, not so much. Like, I have yet to get to Act 2 in Baldur's Gate 3. I have like 200 hours in that game. Still haven't seen Act 2. It's been out for like 2 years now. I can't even be like, spoilers. It's like, no, man, that's not me. Yeah, you're the same. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Scapegoat, what the f... A monster... Oh, okay. It's made into a different monster? This is a really small floor. I know I'm getting hungry. There's no items here, bro. Yeah. Oh no. My Dreamcast challenge is on OG but modified hardware. This is just emulation. PS1 that's the reason I started the PS1 challenge, was because I wanted to do a Dreamcast challenge, but I hadn't gotten a modified console yet. And at the time, PS1 was like the latest system that I felt comfortable emulating all of. So I was like, I'll do a PS1 challenge. I'll eventually get to Dreamcast, and here we are. Alright. I hate when those druids transport us and we're like asleep when we land. Oh, nice. Yeah, I have my NES is still like all that stuff is in storage right now, but like I still have a bunch of my old stuff. If I didn't sell it to Funkoland, like my Genesis is gone, but I still have like 50, 60 games for my NES. And then with I had my own Dreamcast from when I was a kid. Then I had a broken Dreamcast from when I was a kid because the laser stopped working. So I was gonna actually just mod that one, and then I decided I didn't want to do the labor, so I just bought one off eBay. But so I actually own 3 Dreamcasts for some reason. No, I'm definitely not. That's why I was like, I don't want to deal with it. I'm just gonna get it off eBay. Are you kidding me? Oh. Okay. That actually kind of worked. And then once we kind of get rolling with this new version of the challenge, I'm probably going to start incorporating a wheel more into our game picks, at least to select genre. so that it isn't just me completely, arbitrarily deciding what games to play. And along with that, I will have one selection on that. Only North American, because PAL is terrible. Like, I know I'm not playing PAL games. And I can only understand a handful, like, there's too many non-translated PS1 games, so including the Japanese region just isn't as feasible. I mean, you understand though, right? Like, if you could avoid playing PAL only releases, you'd avoid playing PAL only releases. Well, even like the same game, I remember Elmaster when I was first beating Jersey Devil was telling me of the damages. God damn it! I knew I should have backed away. Telling me of the differences, and like Jersey Devil and PAL is like busted as hell compared to the U.S. release. I mean, when you're emulating it, that doesn't matter as much. Like, I'm not playing this on a CRT, so it's whatever. But it does run slower, Some games are definitely noticeable in that. Okay, we found the stairs, so let's see if there's any other goodies on this floor. Anytime I see a pot, it's like, please be healed, please be healed. And then when it's not, it's just like, what was the point? It's been fun so far. If you like the mystery dungeon games, Pokemon or Chocobo, then it's basically the same. Yeah, so I am a fan of roguelike games, so I'm not too put off by the game's structure, but if you don't like games that reset without a whole lot of things coming forward, this one might get to you, Yeah, it's one of my. I feel like the roguelite genre kind of slid in and took over my sports gaming. Like, I used to spend so many hours just playing season modes in sports games, and sinking endless hours into that stuff. Now I play a ton of Balatro and other roguelites. Like, what is even this floor? There's 4 rooms. And there's still a trap there. Like, what is it protecting? kind of want to at least gain a level before we move on. Or I'm totally gonna die. Oh, hell yeah. Look at that. We persevered. Yeah. So basically, you've got to get like there's a quest in each of the dungeons or the spaces that you go to, and essentially it's just like get to a floor, like get to X floor where like the story will. Oh my god, I hate that it does that. It defaults to yes, I do want to save and exit the game. But yeah, they're all randomized. Equipment, all that stuff's randomized. If you've played Fatal Labyrinth on Genesis, it's similar to that. Yeah, Toe Jam and Earl also is, I feel like every time that comes up, though, I always feel like Toe Jam and Earl has more of a structure to it, but, like, I guess it doesn't. Also, like, my experience with Toe Jam and Earl is really Panic on Funkatron, so to me, it's not really a roguelite game. It's a side-scrolling platformer game about capturing stupid tourists. Alright. I mean, I think, I don't remember if I bought it or if it was a freebie through Epic, but I do have the newest one on my Epic store. I think I might have bought it with, like, one of the coupon codes. So I got it for, like, $5, if that. I never played the 3D one, though. New-ish, like, it came out in, like, 2019, 2018. It's structured similarly to the first one with new art. Each of the characters has like a different power. And there's like 6 characters now. No, so there's definitely a like a modern one on like PS4, like that genre generation. In the Groove, I want to say it's called, but I might be wrong on that. This is not a bad pickaxe, honestly. Yeah, so you can see here our record is that we've gotten to the 11th floor. Haven't gotten farther than that. That's just gonna connect. Okay. But yeah, it's on Steam and, you know, all, like I said, all the like modern consoles. I had no healing items. How was I gonna get through that? Okay. And yeah, the penalty for dying is just like you lose half your money. Punch the giant slug. The previous dungeons weren't so bad, and honestly, like, we've had a couple runs that were really good. And the issue is there's one enemy type that can summon a ton of monsters. So if you attack them, their defense is that they just summon monsters to surround them. And that's how I've died. And there's also a trap that does that. That's essentially how both of our really good runs in this dungeon have come to an end. Have just been like, oh cool, I am surrounded by monsters and now I'm dead. Like, a run can end very quickly. So it's like, I know it's possible to get through this without bringing extra items into the dungeon. Like, I know I'm also making it more difficult on myself by doing that, but I really don't want to, like, go to other dungeons and grind items and then bring them in here and risk losing them. But we might end up having to, like, if I get stuck on this for much longer. Come here, Dracky. Like, I need to learn. I think just using warp might get me over there, but I'm not sure. Like, this dungeon has that happen a bunch where, like, there's that island with just a bunch of items on it, and it's just like, is there a trap that I have to step on? Yes, yeah. So this is World of Dragon Warrior, which was what the Dragon Quest series was called in the U.S. before they started calling it Dragon Quest. I don't know why they went with a different name, but I think like Atari owned the rights to the name Dragon Quest in the U.S. or some shit. It was one of those deals where, like, a different company owned the rights to use the name in relation to video games or something. So they were like, hey, so we're just gonna call it Dragon Warrior. So, like, the first, like, the NES game is Dragon Warrior. I want to say, like, Dragon Warrior 4 was the first one that was not Dragon Warrior. But yeah, so this dude's from Dragon Quest. It was like one of the first games put on our subscriber choice wheel, and it never came up. And finally, I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm finally gonna get to this game, and that's when Twitch was like, "Oh, hey, fuck your VODs," and that's why we're starting with it. Is because it went through my entire previous challenge without coming up on the wheel. I think the next game I'm gonna try and get to is like Need for Speed. Like we need to knock out some there's a lot of racing and sports games on the PS1, so I want to try and get that sprinkle those in as much as I can. So yeah, the OG Need for Speed is probably gonna be the next game if we ever beat this one. This challenge may just like stay forever on game one. I feel like I got through a decent amount of racing games our first go around. But not a lot of the big ones, so still haven't touched the GT series. I don't think I got to that. We played some speedboat game though. I did Running Wild. It's a bad racing game. Especially because the game's like, hey, well done. Go. It keeps telling you to beat it on a harder difficulty. An expert is goddamn hard. Expert is no joke in that game. Like, it got to a point, once you learn all the shortcuts and stuff, it's not the worst, but it is, yeah, it is very precise and exacting. Like, it requires a lot of very, very precise jumps and shit. Yeah, that's exactly it. Alright, let's just get to the stairs. Hopefully I don't die. I mean, I have the heal, so I could just, like, use one of our heals, but... Okay. Sap could be okay. Itemizer. Oh, finally a shield. See, the purple guys aren't so bad because when they transport you, they don't knock you out. The green guys will transport you and then you'll be asleep. Alright, let's just go back to the stairs. Son of a bitch! Well, I'm glad I used that scroll. Because not being able to see where the enemies were would have made that a lot more rough. Man, everyone's out to get me here. See, these are the guys that will summon a new dude. Which is not so good. God damn it. Why is there no, like, healing items anywhere? Oh! How did... I didn't expect the dude to sneak up behind me. Oh my god. See, that's what I'm saying. Is like, it really just takes getting surrounded. Let's see what do I have in our inventory? Because I feel like maybe I should start looking into how we can not suck. So I could hold on to the world leaf. You know what? I'm going to do that. Let's take out the world leaf. Alright, so now I can hold 100 items. So if I wanted to just go and collect items, I could. I'm being stubborn is really what it is. Like, I could probably go back to the easier dungeons and do decently and get, like, better items. But instead I'm just like, no, I can start fresh and do just fine. But yeah, basically the world leaf is like a phoenix down. If we die, we don't die. Quite an appropriate name there. Hey, better steal. Okay, so like shield 8 is great. I just need like a weapon, and then we'll have a good base for a solid run. Okay, then where does that one outlet go? Because it doesn't seem to have a logical connection point. So it must cap off, right? Yeah. Not worth it, 258 gold. Still gotta punch things with my hand. That wasn't enough for another level? Alright, well, we got another bread, so that's good. Hunger's never a huge issue, but if we don't ever, like, there's some times where I don't find any bread on a run, and then it does become an issue. Alright, so we found the stairs. Let's see if there's any weapons. I These aren't great wands either. Alright, and then let's go down, because we should connect to the room below. Really, nothing was in either of those rooms? Like, I can't just manifest items. Like, y'all have to give me some. Alright. It's always kind of a mixed bag to find those stairs early. Just like, you're like, oh, I could just go down to the next floor, but I probably need items and XP. That said, I mean, like, the steel shield should help me pretty well. Got a bunch of panic wands. Oh, thank God. Really just a club? You suck. My damage is 3. It's like, if you can't one-shot them, you're kind of just screwed. Does that dude not get hit for the spike damage? And there goes my world herb, which didn't need to... Wow. You suck, game. Like, it probably would help if I, like, got some strength weed or... Another oh my God, we have so many of these stupid panic. Drop. 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 I mean, I already used the world herb, so me slow playing this now no longer feels like the right move. Okay. This point, I'm just gonna try and, you know, make it as far down as we can, right? Like, I already hit enough trap doors where it's just like, I'm not gonna be able to clear out all the floors going forward, so... I really do just need to start thinking more about, like, corridor attacks and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't have any, Oh, no, I do. It's just a weed. Okay, so I think... Oh! Oh! I thought I might be able to swap myself into the corridor and then run away. But look, how am I supposed to deal with that? There are 12 monsters on the screen. Oh, this game. That's why the trapdoors are actually a pain in the ass. Like, dropping an entire floor before you want to is not good. I really just have to get better at, you know, defense. Like, when I notice that we're out of position... Okay, we got the stairs. And I can't, like, find traps because I don't have a sword, so... Alright, let's go down here. It'll probably connect left. Okay, I got a sword and a shield. Not the best, but also not the worst. We're at, what, 3 and 4? That is workable. I just, like, hate how many steps it takes for you to heal an HP. Like, I feel like it should be quicker. Damn, still no sign of the stairs. There they are. And we got a thunder. Okay, so we... Oh, heal. That's a bat. It's... I didn't realize that was a wand. I thought it was a pot with the heal. Heal wand does nothing, because, like, why would I want to heal the monsters? My biggest issue is I walk myself into attacks a lot of time. Which means, like, the computer gets the first attack on me. Which is never good. Is that another purple? Okay. I kind of thought I'd get warped. Again, the green ones are the ones that suck. Because, like, they'll warp you when you go to sleep, and then if something hits you... Really? Alright, at this point I just want to get back to the stairs. I think that's Probably the thing we should focus on. So we got a druid staff so I can warp some people. Which I'll probably use when we encounter those stupid lamps. Already to floor 5 and still no. Yeah, I'm dead. God damn it. See, that's... I get warped and then I instantly die. Let me go through Mount Fiery again. Let's just take a look at like what one of the earlier dungeons was like. Alright, I don't need more than 100 items right now in storage. Because I feel like we get better items in the other... We've definitely gotten better items in other dungeons. Definitely want more stuff. Like, that's the whole reason we're doing this run. So I'm not just going to go down a floor. Okay. I guess having the outside scroll also would help in case I got something decent and I wanted it to like pop out and then restart a run with it. I guess that's the thing. There's a few ways we can approach how to get past Toro Ruins. But like nothing really is a better idea than just doing runs of Toro Ruins and hoping that one of them catches, you know? I don't feel any better about doing like runs of this. Okay, so this is a good sword, so that's at least something, right? So if I can get through this entire dungeon with this stuff, then like this would be a good set of equipment to start Mount Toro with. I think it was like what 2,000 to start leveled up. So like I could just level before we go into Mount Toro or the Toro Ruins. We're in Mount Fire right now. That would be an option as well to try and have some advantage going into. Bronze 2. Hell yeah. I think having the steel sword gives me like just a, hey, I want to get out of here now. Like let's lock in these weapons so I can bring them to our other spot, which I have an outside scroll, right? Yeah, so if we start to get hit, I can just bounce so that we keep this shit. The ants were a pain in the ass last time, but compared to the genie lamps, they're like a walk in the park. And then you got the trick bag, which is just out to steal my money. Hate those things. Is this a bronze 3? No. No, mines are bad because they take half my life, regardless of how much life I have. So it's actually better to step on a mine when I'm close to death. Okay, maybe, Don't have any healing items. Ooh, another steel sword. I'm so screwed. Oh, god damn it. I had all those... So is it better, you know, it might be worthwhile to run like a Mount Fiery or Lost Forest or something so I could get better weapons, because those steel swords were really good. Better than anything I've been finding over here. We've explored 61 times. But like that's the thing, even on like the old dungeons, we're not like that much better to where I'm like, haha, I've got no worries. It's like, nah, like it's still, like, you can still easily die on the older stuff. I don't know why I never expect them to move. So I never remember to hit square on the second attack, so we don't readjust. Thunder's not bad. I mean, that and blowback are probably my favorite offensive wands. Heal's by far like the most useless. I know there was a phantom chasing me. Thank you. Like, do you want to... There we go. Life. Do. I love it. Still have no shield, no sword. Plus, I have like a decent amount of cash in the bank. Like, I could probably find some stuff to spend the money on before we go into the Toro ruins. Problem is, like, if you spend that money, you can't just like revert to a save before you spend that money. The game doesn't let you cheese it that way. That's really mean, putting a monster trap right next to the stairs. Interesting. I took so many more hits than I had to there. Five versus 3. Okay. Like, I kind of wish the priest could give you just a level up. Like, that would be great. Okay, so there's both a trap and spot. Yeah, that's a terrible route. And it just connects there. Okay. Of course. Game, I'm just trying to explore. Apparently that is a cardinal sin or something. I don't know. Getting hungry? Have a Snickers. Really, the room above that terrible, terrible corridor is empty? Lame. Alright, floor 5. Yep. Yep. I had no health. Like, I had no healing items. Like, I couldn't do anything there. It's like annoying too, because they give you tons of money, but then there's no shopkeeps or anything like in the dungeon to spend your money with, you know? There is nothing here. What the hell? No, y'all don't want to drop anything? Okay, level 3 I'll take. Okay, that's a good one to use on the next floor or something. And we got a second one. All right. I'm trying, gal. How's it going? There just needs to be more shit. Like they need to give me more things. Look at that. I'm on the second floor and that's all I have. 2 heroes and a piece of bread. Chill Saturday. That's good to hear. That's how Saturday should be. I got no weapons. I got no shield. Nothing can rust. Hey, BPN. Ooh, GBA Everdrive. Nice. A heal wand does me no good because I can't use it on myself. Alright, so Iron Axe +1 is an 8. Which isn't as good as a steel sword, but it's still pretty good. Alright, level 5. That's really the important thing. If I can continue to level, then we can at least get some strength. And a silver shield. Hell to the yes. Silver shield +2. Holy shit. That gives us a 7 in defense. So I can't wait to see how this this run goes south in an instant. Because we've had, like, a good weapon and a good shield. Blowback's a good one. It's not a bad. Once we get off these base levels, I'm probably gonna use the Heralds to try and just avoid. Green ones are bad. Purple ones are okay. Ugh. Son of a bitch. Just trying to get that shield that's like right there. All I wanted was that shield that was like right there. Yeah, that helps with acid, but I'm not being hit with acid, so I feel like with my shield, like I shouldn't be taking as much damage as I am. If you beat the dungeon, you keep everything and you can deposit it and whatnot. But if you die, you keep nothing but your money, and you lose half of it. And you start every run with a big bread and a quick save. Certain dungeons you can bring more stuff into. So like we can bring up to 5 items into this dungeon. I just don't have any items in my storage right now that would be worth bringing. Ooh. Since I have the visual on them. I keep thinking they're just gonna shoot the warp beam at me from that distance, but I guess they don't. Seriously? Yep. Yep. God damn it. All it takes is being surrounded. Like, that is, like, the #1 way to kill a run. Is, like, stepping on a trap or triggering an enemy. That leads to you being surrounded. If I could get an outside scroll, then at least like I would be able to, you know, exit the dungeon with the stuff that I acquired. Oh, if I find one of these dudes, I can also just escape outside. Okay. He didn't give me a bread? Normally they give you a bread if you heal. Bastard. I heal for my free bread and then I don't even get free bread? Sleep's not terrible. I think they wake up too easily, though. I think I'm going to have to grind the other dungeons for equipment. I just don't think we're gonna get any in this dungeon. Like maybe 1 out of 5 runs gives us enough equipment to kind of get a run going. Oh, acid rain down? So sad. Except I don't have any goddamn equipment. Alright, so I got a 4 shield. Which also protects against poison. Torneko just punching dudes. He's like, why do I need a sword or any sort of weapon? I'll just punch. I got a fist. How does this game have no equipment anywhere? You know, I mean, they're very similar. as in many aspects when you really break it down. Don't ask me to break it down, but they are. They are. Still looking for a weapon. Okay, well, I'm glad you didn't, like, keep spawning. I've gotten into situations where that guy will recreate himself, like, 10 times. Hey, green dude, maybe stop doing that? Screw it, we'll just go down. Slime Knight was coming after me. Okay, so there's some stairs. Oh, yay, I became full. Can I just not warp? I want to stop warping for like a second. I kind of figured I was getting warped. Okay, some actual healing items, that's good. Man, so many of these druids are coming out of the woodwork. Alright. This isn't funny anymore, game. Just give me a weapon. I would disagree. Whole lot of panic. Oh my god, how many panic wands do I need? Drop. Also, heals are basically worthless. Drop. 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 Oh god. I'm also now realizing that I was already in a room with okay, like yeah. That was just a really strong I'm gonna deposit the money. Go, buddy. No? You don't want food? Alright, I'm gonna stand up and stretch and go get him fed, and I'll be back in like 5 minutes. I gotta walk around for a little bit, just stretch out the back. So I'll be RB. Because I was definitely here. Because you know what ends up happening is it's just like the postman or the UPS guy is just being lazy. Like, I don't want to. Like, it's almost lunchtime. I'm just gonna hit lunch and say I couldn't deliver this. All right, let's start the timer back up. I saw Nina praying. Yeah, give me 10,000. And then there's a shop in the graveyard. That's so stupid. You go back to normal as soon as you get out of a dungeon. Um. Oh, okay, I get what we do there. Yes. Okay, so it seems like the highest we can raise ourselves is level 5. So I can't just like boost myself to the moon. So I should have no issues on these early floors, you know, being level 5. So we just need to explore and hope for some decent equipment. Because otherwise, I think making Mount Fiery runs is probably the way to go. At least until I get some, you know, decent equipment that we can bring in here. Well, hopefully, what they meant was basically that they handed it off to your local post carrier, and then you'll get it when you get your mail. I don't. Sometimes that happens. You know, if you want to hold out some hope that you'll still get it today. Wow. So I found one herb on the on the first floor. Okay. I mean, so far we're doing great. I just need a weapon and shield, and we're cooking, you know. Ooh, other pathway. There's like been absolutely nothing as far as items. This is crazy. It's like they even were like, yeah, you don't need enemies since you're already high enough level. Alright, so we got a leather shield. Okay, so I mean, like, that wasn't terrible. I still need a weapon, but I did get, you know, a heal, so that's good. Seven and four. It's not too bad. I would like a better shield, but right now I think we're okay. Oh shit. He put me in the room with the stairs. How nice of you. Man. How many steel balls can you rig in a single room? Jesus Christ. Nope, still bronze. I was hoping for a plus. Although I desperately need some bread. Jesus Christ. Yep. I had healing items too, didn't I? God damn it. It's definitely setting in that I'm gonna have to like grind for items before we can like have a couple decent runs of this. this dungeon. Come on. At least I'm getting a lot of bread this run. All the bread, Jesus Christ. Stupid phantom. The wands just aren't that good. Or stabs or whatever. Oh, awesome. He has warped me to where I've already been. Almost warped myself again. Okay, Radiant can be helpful. It's kind of situational if I'm trying to get to the end of the floor as quickly as possible. I love how I'm almost at the exact same point I was when I spent $5,000 on leveling. Like, it really is just a crapshoot. don't think he should be able to hit me like diagonally around a corner like that if I can't like physically attack him. Alright, nothing in here worth a damn. I got plenty of bread. That's all we were getting there for a while. Hey, finally we don't get warped out of this area. All the gold. I thought better of that because there were a lot of monsters there. Let's just get the hell out of there. Still no weapon. Still forced to punch people. Alright, we snuck around the sleeping demi-ghoul. What the hell? How are we on the 7th floor and I haven't found a single weapon? Jesus Christ. Oh, thank God. Not much of a weapon, but at least it's something. And then let's drop. Alright, so that tells me that we need to go this way. I was just trying to get to the stairs. But I mean, like, that shows you that, like, it really doesn't matter what you start with. Like, the game is kind of gonna screw you over no matter what. That's what it does? I thought sap would, like, stun them for a turn or something. I guess sapping their strength makes sense. What's up, bud? Oh my god. Hi. Yeah, that's Mamba. Being needy as always. How's it going, Ponty? We've had like 2 decent runs today, but I think the farthest we've gotten was what, like floor 7 or 8. So haven't had any great runs, but Alright. That should be all we can find down here. So let's... It's ridiculous how few items they actually put in this dungeon. Like, they really do force you to farm other places to get through this one. Oh man. Okay, some life weed. I mean, that's good. A nice big iron axe. If I could get a steel shield, then we'd be taught, you know. Yeah, if I find a steel shield or something, the first priest I see, I'm like bolting. Like, we're gonna save that shit. Maybe that's the thing. I really should just be taking advantage of outside and the priest. Great when I miss my attacks. Is there a room in the corner here? Maybe it has a shield? No. I mean, there's a room there, but it didn't have a shield. I should use that more. Baby fork, what? And then I got another one on this side. Jesus. At least I got a bread. Really? I was like on my way out and you had to warp me across the map? Oh my god, stop putting me in the corner. Alright, this axe is pretty good. So I think if I could find a priest, I'd probably just bounce with it. Because I don't think I'm going to find a shield to complement it right now. But maybe. Oh, okay. 8 and 6. Again, like I can start a run with that, and that would be really good. I really wish they'd stop sending me to the exact same spot. Like, send me to a new space, so I'm at least discovering some areas, you know? Well, now I'm in a terrible spot because I'm like, like I do have some pretty good strength here. Like, maybe we should try and push for the actual end of the dungeon. Also, I haven't found a priest, so it's not like I can bounce yet anyway. It's like I didn't want to engage him until I got to a corridor, but bronze would be better. Alright, so that guy can do 7 damage, which isn't great, but it's better than like 10, which is what the silver ones do. Do I go down or do I keep exploring? Change, I believe, changes what type of monster they are. Yeah, that's just gonna run me back into the original room. So, like, those dudes do a lot of damage. Are you? Okay, fine. Here, have some bread. Okay, 9 is less, you know, we're taking a little bit less damage there. Evil lamps are the worst. Oh, that's terrible. Advocate. Oh, dear God. 17. Yeah, I need an outside. I need something that's going to get me out of this place with this weapon. Hey, you were exactly what I was looking for. So store, absolutely storing that, and that, and that. Okay, and then let's sell. I'm gonna actually hold on to the baby fork. Because these are okay items, but also... Like, I'm saving the Abacus until we get a good shield. When I find a good shield, then I'm going to grab the Abacus again, because it's a 17 damage weapon. And then I will probably dump 5 levels into me, and we'll be able to roll. Having the Abacus in my inventory is good. And then this guy will tell me what it does, because he's like, I know shit about... Oh, never mind. The baby fork improves your chances of finding gold from slain monsters. Okay. Yeah, let's... Oh, I want to save first. And then we'll get back into the dungeon. And I think that's the thing, is I just need to be more willing to adjust, you know, like, if I don't feel great about a run, just being like, okay, cool, I will exit when I can. Like, we're not gonna force ourselves to die. So I should see a lot more gold sacks after we defeat enemies. Which, honestly, like, if we get out of here with a ton of money, like, that's not terrible either. Alright. Time to go get the stairs. Yeah, that's just gonna connect. Trade spot can be good, but it's very situational. Oh, cool. The trapdoor wasn't an issue, so we didn't skip a bunch of this level. I would love them weeds. Alright, let's make our way back up to the stairs. Kind of figured we'd get a fork like that. It's like floor 3, what the hell? If only there was like a shopkeep down here somewhere, then all this money would actually be of use. Like, we came in here with 0 money. Like, if I wanted to preserve all my money, it could just bounce, but like I don't think I have enough money to justify like just bailing at this point. This one doesn't seem like there's much going on at all. This floor, that is. Okay. It's like, are we done with the enemy line procession? It only gives me +1. I'll stick with the fork. Okay. Blast me clear to the other side of the floor. I love it. How did he drop gold under my feet? Okay, so as long as they can't split to both sides, if you get caught in the corner, they can trap you in a way that I don't appreciate. Dear God, I have accumulated so much gold. I'm surprised he didn't split there. Oh, Jesus. I assumed one of the druids would warp me, so... No, that's perfectly okay. I'm good on warps. Stupid evil lamp. That is like the perfect name for those guys too, because they are just pure evil. It's like I didn't need to disturb that guy. He was just sleeping there, but... Like, I do have the thunder wands or stabs or whatever the hell they want to be called, which are good. And now the exploding pots here, if I'm not near my... Bro, you can't just keep trying to sleep me. That's not... Yeah, screw you. Steel shield, ooh. Okay, so that's an upgrade. There's literally nothing else on this floor. Jeez, okay. Alright. Oh, I was gonna say, I just need to... You... Oh no! Yeah, I'm going to die. Sir, what... So, buddy, I need you just to stop pursuing me. And then I could stop doing this. Hey, finally. Alright, game's gonna tell me that I'm gonna die soon, so... It's a dance trap. You know, it's perfectly fine that we didn't have a dance party. Okay, well, thunder is good. I've been using the thunders. Let's drop that. Yeah, strength, baby. And then let's drop this empty. Okay, I can take down the Rogue Knights in 3 hits, but they have a shot, they have a chance to do attacks of their own, which will take at least 22 of my health. don't have anything that's... I was really kind of hoping for Radiant. Okay, so if I miss, that's another 10 that I have to take, which isn't good. Oh, come on, where's the stairs? That's fine. Oh no, different floor type? I don't like that. Shield's a 6 there. What's this? That's got a, that gives me a 5. Alright. Ooh, blade shield. What the hell is that? Probably they take damage when they hit me, I would imagine. No! Honestly, not too bad. Like, for where we started out, it wasn't so bad. Let's go see what we can get in the fiery dungeon again. So I think this is only 10 floors. And if I come into a dungeon with nothing, including no money, then there's literally no risk. Jesus. Okay, if I'm dying on floor 1 of Mount Fiery, I'm gonna call it here. We got about 3 more hours in. I'm eating soon, so after I eat, I'll hop back on with some shuffler. I know I said that like every day, but I don't do it. Today, I'm like 80% going to do it. So catch me in a bit doing some shuffler. Check inventory. Yeah, the abacus here. This iron axe is really good that I could start with. So all right. And who is currently on? Let's go say hey to Popka, who's doing some backlog shenanigans. So I will, like I said, I will catch you guys in probably a couple hours. I would say expect me to back on around 6:37 Pacific Standard Time or Pacific Daylight Time.